Dragonites. How is everyone doing today? I hope everybody's doing great, and I hope you're ready to start the I Will Not Desert You event. So, I am doing this canvas, Make Life Sweet, from Diamond Art Club. This is by Jennifer Lambian, and it's a 25 by 20 inch or 63.6 by 50.7 centimeters. So it's basically a 50 by 60. And I'm going to do this for our event and also for Crafty Chef Diamond's event. She's doing the food for her theme for the celebration this month of May on the 2-year anniversary of Diamond Painting with Friends 2.0. If you haven't gone and signed up for the Facebook group, you should do that. They're also having other events that will be hosted by lots of people. So yeah, so if you wanted to get in on that one too, you need to let Crafty Chef Diamond know that you'd like to get in on it and what kind of a canvas you want to do. So what do I have planned? Well, so one of the things that I have planned is we are going to have some trivia about dessert related topics. We're also going to have, can't seem to get this light to come on. I'm having trouble with one of my lights, you guys, so I'm sorry that we don't have the light right now. Anyway, we're going to be talking about some trivia. We're going to be discussing all there is to know and do and say about desserts. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and get the washi tape around my perimeter. I'll be using this little cute heart one because it kind of matches all the colors. And then this little, deep pink color to do the sectioning off. But this will be the one that I'll be doing. So if you've signed up for the event, and I will be reading off those names in just a minute, and you haven't gotten me your picture of your canvas, please do so. I need to know what you're going to be working on. I will be asking you for a progress picture right about halfway through the event. So right around the 15th of the month. So yeah, have that ready to go. Obviously you don't need a new start, although I noticed that most of you have, and that's okay. And you certainly don't have to finish, but I am going to need a project picture, and then I will ask you for your finish at the end of the month. So basically when you've gotten to the point where that's as much as you're going to get finished for the event and you're finished, then you send me that, and we can keep track of everybody that way. And I'm going to try to show the pictures of the canvases. How I'm going to do that, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be an actual whip and chat. I'm going to say probably not, but I will find a way to show them so everybody can see what everybody is working on. I think, as you guys know, I had help in prior events, and so by people that knew how to do whip and chat in the editing software, and I'm not one of those people, so there you go. But I will figure out a way for you to be able to see everybody's canvases and what they're working on and how they're going about it. This kit has 48 colors, so yeah, I think it'll be a good one. It does have, let's see, 4 ABs, so that'll be nice. No fairy dust, but 4 ABs, which is fine with me because I'm an AB girl. Fairy dust are okay, but yeah, if I have my druthers, I would rather have ABs. So I'm perfectly happy with the fact this kit has 4 of them in it. What else do you need to know about this event? Well, I will also tell you that if you want to sign up for any of the other 3 for September, November, or December, you can do that now, but you need to do it by the 25th of the month prior. So that means if you want to be in Under the Sea, I need to know that by the 25th of August so you can participate in September. Now I know that and same thing, if you want to be in November, then I need to know by October 25th. And I know there's a lot of events going on. I'm aware of that. So that's why I'm trying to give you as much notice as humanly possible so that you can make plans, and decide which you want to be in and which you don't. If you want to just be in one of them or two of them or three of them and not all four of them, totally fine. Just let me know which ones and I will, because I have all of the lists going simultaneously. So yeah, that's happening. So yeah, just let me know, hey, I'd like to just be in Under the Sea and Our Better Angels. Okay, great. Yeah, I just want to be in I Will Not Desert You and Luna and Lycans. Okay, perfect. That way, hopefully it won't all hit all the things I'll need to do right at the very end of everything or right at the very beginning of everything. I have to, stop what I'm doing and then try to catch up on all the people that are like, oh, hey, wait, I forgot. So, yeah. So please keep in mind the cutoff will be the 25th of the month prior to the event. So, if you have any questions about that, my email is always in the description box, as well as my Instagram. So, or you can always leave a comment. Either way is fine. I know I'm a little bit behind in my return of comments. I apologize for that. I just have had a couple of really crazy weeks. A lot of things happening, a lot of things had to be done, and I just could not get to every single thing because, I had 18-hour days and I just didn't have a chance to. So, I apologize if it feels a little overwhelming. It's not intended to. What else can I tell you? Now, this does have all of the perforated parts, but I don't like to use their sections. I like to use my own sections. So I ignore them. I just pretend they're not there. The perforations are in here, but yeah, no, I'd like to make my own boundaries. Thank you. There's a fair amount of confetti in here, but there's also some areas of color blocking. So yeah, I'm going to try to just see what would work for me as a section. I'm going to say probably like that. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing this one with not only with the ABs, but all the sparkly colors. So yeah, and I think you guys have selected really cool looking canvases. I'm very excited to see you guys working on them. I think they're going to come out really awesome. So yeah, so that is what's happening. Yeah, if any questions come up or something happens or you need to get in touch with me, do not hesitate to use that email address that's in there. If you need to, it's perfectly fine. Nobody's going to be, hanging over your head making sure that you're doing X amount of hours per night. No. I know that life happens and it comes up kind of quickly sometimes, and try as you might to get sections or whatever, a certain amount of diamond painting done, sometimes you can't. And that's okay. It's not a requirement. Just remember that I am going to be asking for the halfway progress report, and I'm going to be asking for the end of the event report as well. So if you don't get it done, right when you wanted to, or something comes up so you have a little delay, that's okay. Nobody is going to come looking for you. There is no diamond painting police here, so it's perfectly fine. However, you have to have some work on it. If in order to continue to be eligible for giveaways and whatnot, the only way to really make it fair is that you have to be working on it like everyone else. Otherwise, they're working and you're not, and it becomes a problem. And we don't need any hurt feelings. So we don't diamond paint for hurt feelings. We diamond paint to create these amazing masterpieces and works of art for people to enjoy. So what do you do with your finished canvases? What do you do most often? Do you have them framed? Do you have them dry mounted? Do you roll them back up and store them in their box? Do you give them as gifts? What do you do with your completed canvases? I think it's always interesting to, find out and see what people are doing with their masterpiece and works of art, which of course they are. I find that I well, first of all, I usually store them on hangers and I hang them up in a closet, and I also have some wall hooks that I utilize. And so that's what I do most of the time, is I hang them up on hangers until I decide what I'm going to do. Because I don't always know what the plan is going to be for them when I start them. Because sometimes, well, most of the time, I'm starting them just because I like them and I love the image and I want to work on it. So I'm not thinking ahead as to, where is this going to find its forever home? It's like, is it going to stay with me? Am I going to gift it? There are a couple of times that I know what I'm going to do, or I specifically get one because, I know it'll be great for somebody. So it's intentional it'll be a gift right from the get-go, but not very often. Generally, I don't do that. Generally, I find the canvas I want, I put it on either pants hangers, or I use gentle clips and put it on a regular flocked hanger so that it doesn't indent into the canvas, and it gets hung up, which is easy on me. So if I have something that is inevitably going to be a whip, like this one is likely to become, then it's very easy for me to just hang it on a hook. And I have my hooks designated. These are whips. This one's completeds. This one's, waiting to be started or kitted up. So I do have a sort of a system. You have to be me to understand it, but I do sort of have one. So that's what I generally, do. So what do you do with yours? I would like to know. Inquiring minds would like to know, and all that whole thing. So, yeah. Do you use release paper, or do you keep the plastic on and section off like I do? What do you do? I always think it's interesting. I always feel like, somebody ought to do a consensus among diamond painters and find out what the percentage is of people who, keep their plastic on, and who takes their plastic off, yeah, that kind of thing. Because I always find it fascinating to know, how you do it, why do you do it that way, etc., etc. I just find that for me, oh, I ran out of tape on this one. For me, I like using the plastic because, for one thing, it's already on the canvas. I don't have to remove anything and restart, to work with it. It's already there. So, I just can go. And I don't have to worry because I have animals, and so I don't have to worry about, is there dog hair, is there cat hair, are there little dragon scales that they shed all over sticking out on my canvas? And yes, that has actually happened. So yeah, I just like that it protects my painting, and I can sort of work on it and leave it as intended, because I can just fold back the plastic if I don't finish a section. And if I do, I just take it off the rest of the way and toss it. And, and I like to see my diamond paintings as I'm diamond painting. So it makes a lot of sense to me, because I don't want to have to, look through release papers to see my canvas. I want to see. Sometimes just because I like the artwork and I want to look at it. Sometimes I want to look because something has come up, like, wow, is this color really supposed to be that way? So then I need to look at another section of the canvas to see where else it's located. So I can go, oh, yeah, guess it is. Or, oh, nope, that was the wrong drill to use there, because nobody's perfect, okay? So, yeah, sometimes I just have to be able to peek at my canvas for other reasons. So yeah, so I like having the clear see-through plastic on it because I can look at it and enjoy seeing the artwork as it comes to life. As I work on it. So yeah, this particular plastic though, I don't know what it is. This is an older kit. I mean, I just purchased it, but it's been out for a while. So my problem with it though is it's got an oily plastic cover. I don't know why, but it's causing my tape a little bit of grief trying to stick to it. So it's a little frustrating. But anyway, so yeah, that's my thing. I know there's a lot of people that just don't like the crinkly plastic. Totally fine. I understand completely. So yeah, which do you do? And do you do it the same way every time? Or do you sort of, just kind of investigate it and see? I mean, there's no right or wrong. I'm just, it's just curiosity. That's all. I'm just wondering what the Dragonites do when they're working on a canvas. What other events are you doing? Do you have any that you're doing? Are you doing the Hannah Lynn throughout the year by Diamonds Around You? Are you just doing, an occasional event? Is this your very first event? Like where are you on your events? Your event journey, let's call it. It took me nearly a full year of diamond painting before I was comfortable enough to be in an event. And so yeah, if you haven't been in an event up to now, I totally get it. I know in my September event last year, I had quite a few people who were new to events, and they did just fine. They had a good time, and that was what was important to me. Is I wanted them to enjoy it, especially if it's your first event. I mean, because it'll set the taste in your mouth for any others. Really, if you do an event and you just hate it, whether you had a dud for a canvas, or you found out after you got it all ready to go that your drills were terrible, or whatever it is. It's rough. I mean, it really is. You have to kind of go, ugh, I have to remember that they're not all like this, because otherwise it's a bit on the miserable side. So let me just say that. So you don't want to be miserable. You want to enjoy your canvas. So yeah, I hope that if this is your first event, that you have artwork to work on that you just absolutely love, that you just fell in love with it and went, ooh, that's the canvas. It has something yummy on it, so makes you hungry every time you look at it. Because that's what's happening to me with all these cupcakes. I love a good cupcake. Because I'm a cake person, I'm not a pie person. It's just not my thing, so yeah. My dad, big time pie person. He was an absolute pie person. Totally. And, I mention him because I'm thinking about him. His birthday was the 24th. He would have been 91. And so I was thinking about him a lot. I miss him always, but sometimes it's more in the front of my mind than other times. And so, yeah, I was thinking about him. Nothing he liked better than a big old slab of, especially pecan pie. His favorite. His absolute favorite. So, yeah. His favorite kind of cake, though, was German chocolate cake. So, when I go to the grocery store next, I'm going to get some German chocolate cupcakes and just, we're all going to eat one as a tribute to him. Wherever he is, I hope he's had a good birthday with my mother, because that was the love of his life. and he was beyond devastated. She died in 2012, and yeah, he never did get over it. So when he went in December of 2023, you know, it was hard. I mean, seeing this intelligent, virile, kind, and generous man succumb to dementia was incredibly difficult, and be sad because the love of his life, who he'd been married for 53 years to, passed before him, which came as a shock. He didn't expect that because she was 6 years younger than he was. So he just naturally assumed, you know, he'd go first. And, but yeah, she had some complications from diabetes that took her kidney function and the eyesight in one of her eyes before she passed. And so, okay, there we go. So, you know, he never really got over it, I don't think. So I hope that their reunion was breathtaking. That's my hope for them. Because, you know, they had a love story for over a half a century, and they deserved for it to be fantastic. So I'd like to think it was. So that's what's going to be happening for the event. So here are the people that are going to be in this event. And again, if you've already talked to me, or if, you know, you've sent me a message and you're not on this list, I really need you to let me know ASAP, okay? So, participants, here you are. Margie Grice, Crafty Chef Diamond, Nuck and Futz, Pampered with Diamonds, Jedi Master, Mike Weeks, Susan Downey, Scarlett's Little Crafty Corner, Diamond Art Joy, Melinda Hands, Roxanne Samuscott, Lyra Agosto, Sedona LeBlanc, Sugar Ray Crafts, Joanne Arnold, Missy Nelson, Snuggy's Crafting Corner, True Vampire Crafts, Marla Morris, Love My Family 1563, and Inga Dirks. Welcome to I Will Not Desert You. You are the participants that will be in this event. So, if you've given me the picture of your canvas and you want to start a little early, you may do so. As long as I have your beginning photo, we're all good. So, if you have signed up and you haven't gotten me your picture yet, I need that, please. I need to know what it looks like when you start so we can go from there. And then after you submit your photo, you may start if you would like to. But officially, we are starting on May 1st and we are running through May 31st. I will do a weekly Whip and Chat check-in with you and see how everybody is doing. If you have questions that come up along the way, or something happens, or you need to change canvases, just get a hold of me. You guys know how, and we'll fix it. All right, everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful time. Don't forget, let me know in the comment section, what do you do with your finished canvases? And if you have a suggestion for the other two events that are going to be next year, please let me know. I'm going to put a poll out when I get all the answers and you know, that are out there, and let you guys choose. So far, a couple of the possibilities are landscapes or scenery of whatever type you like. And another possibility we had is a mystery kit. Now that would mean we're all going to be working on a different kit, but none of us will know what kit we're working on because it'll be a mystery. So that will be, I mean, that would be kind of fun, because then we would all be discovering what our kits are together, because they're all going to just probably be black and white kits, and we won't know till we add the drills to it what we're going to be looking at. So that's a possibility too. So those are just two suggestions that have come in so far. So also, you know, a fairy type of theme has also been suggested. We're going to do a little bit of that because that would be something that would qualify for our Better Angels Fairy Happy Holiday. Any fey creature. So if you have, you know, a fairy that you want to do right away, you know, you can use it for the December event if you want to. It's up to you. So that's where we are, everybody. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. I'm going to do the best I can to make it interesting and fun for you. And again, if you're interested in co-hosting for any of the events, either this year or next year, please let me know. And we will go from there. Okay, Dragonites, remember, always be a dragon. Spread your wings. Protect those you love. Have fiery passion. Stay strong, slay your fears, and always fly high, rise up, and soar. Okay, my Dragonites, I look forward to doing this event with you. Again, if you haven't gotten your Canvas photo to me, please do so I don't have to rat you out in the coming videos. Okay, you'll hear from me again on May 1st as we will officially start. That will be our first day that we'll be talking about it. Might be the 2nd, but it'll be the 1st or 2nd, just because I have a lot of scheduled appointments already for May 1st. So if I don't get to do that, it'll probably be the 2nd, but I will get in there that first few days, so we will have an official first week, okay? All right, if you need to get in touch with me, email again is in the description box below, as well as my Instagram. And you can always leave a comment in the comment section. I always get the comments. Sometimes it takes me a while to get back to you because there's a lot of you. And so sometimes I have to do it in stages because in order to get with everybody, I have to, you know, I have to really have some time to do that. I'm not a speedy typer either. I'm only about 50 words a minute, so, you know, cut me some slack. So that's why it takes me a minute, but I do get them and I do read them. I want to thank my subbies, new subbies. Thank you so much. Tried and true subbies. Thank you for coming back and leaving your wonderful comments. We are at 1,460 or 1,440. Anyway, we're almost to 1,500, which boggles my absolute mind. I don't even know what to say, but I am so excited about it. And I'm so thankful to you guys because that's all you. You guys make the channel what it is. So that's where we are, everyone. I'm looking forward to hearing from each of you and continuing on with our scheduled, event. Don't forget, if you want to be in Crafty Chef Diamonds, to let her know to include you also. And we will get started. Have a great weekend and have a wonderful start to your week. And I'll be seeing you by the end of next week. Can you believe we're almost in May? You guys, this year it's flying by. It's crazy. All right, you guys. Have a wonderful time. I love all of you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.